For this glitter glass make, you need a wine glass. This one's a small one. I've bought this in IKEA. It's their small range. I think it works out about 50 pence each. And you need some paint pens. Now these are multi-surface ones and lots of different colours in here. As you can see, a good range of colours. But for this instance, I only need the green and the red. So the green for the holly leaves and the red for the berries. The leaves and the berries will peek through the glitter from the inside of the glass, hence the name of Peekaboo Glass. The glue I'm going to use is Mod Podge. This is dishwasher safe, and I'm going to paint it on using the brush. And then once I've got a thin coat of the glue, I'm going to sprinkle on the glitter over the top. And using the masking tape, I'm going to mark down from the rim of the glass down roughly about the width of the masking tape, and that gives me a good drinking lip around the top so the glitter doesn't come up to the lips while you're drinking. So I've cut them into small little slices like this, and I'm going to put them in the quarters just to give me a guide, so whilst I'm painting on the holly leaves and berries, just so I know how far to come up the glass so they don't peek out of the glitter and above the top. So as I mentioned, I put one of these on each of the quarters of the glass, so that's 3, now onto the 4th. And once I've done all 4, I will start painting on the holly leaves and the berries using the paint pens. Make sure your glass is secure. I just rest it on the glitter packet just to make sure. And make sure you've also wiped it over so it's as clean as it can be. And give your pens a good shake to make the paint flow, and then you tap it down on the nib. And once you've got the paint coming out of the nib of the pen, you hold your glass, and in this instance I am drawing on, like I said earlier, holly leaves. So I draw on a holly leaf, so from one point, and I give each side a line and a hoop and a back and a top and round, and then I colour it in. And then I complete this and carry on over the whole glass until I've got as many holly leaves as I want. If you're enjoying this video, please do give it a big thumbs up, and if you're not already, do subscribe to my channel to be one of the first to know when I upload a new video. All your likes and subscribes really do help my channel grow, and I appreciate every single one. I've now drawn on all the holly leaves that I want on the glass, and now to complete the design I need the berries to go with the leaves, so I shake the red pen as I did the green, tap it out on the nib to get the ink flowing, and when ready I pick the glass up, and on each holly leaf I will do 3 berries just so it looks cute and lovely. You can do as many as you want, 1, 2, 3, 4, whichever. I just like the look of 3, and I'll do these berries on each of the holly leaf pairs. And there you have all the leaves and berries that I want on the glass. I'll just tuck my hand inside so you can see it's quite hard sometimes as the glass is so translucent. So then we need to bake the paint. We set it at about 70 degrees Celsius. So you place your glasses in the oven like that, and you set the timer for an hour. They need to be in there for an hour at 70 degrees Celsius. And once done, we then need to start on the glitter. Once your glasses have cooled, and they are cool enough to touch and handle, you then, using the strips of the masking tape similar to the ones you put on the quarters, put a rim layer all the way around the top, because we're going to glitter up to the top of that masking tape rim. And once you've stuck them all down, what I do is I just make sure I push extra on the edge of the masking tape just to make sure I've got a good seal. And then once I've done the rim, you need to move on to the stem. It depends on how far you want your glitter to go down, but I am just using it on the actual glass itself. So I am going to mask off the stem just here by using a short length of masking tape and just moving it around and wrapping it right round the stem. And there we have all the masking tape finished, which gives us the borders in which we need to paint the glue onto and sprinkle in the glitter. So in order to put on the glue, I've just tipped a little bit into this little pot here. I find that easier just to make sure I've got a thin layer. And using the brush, just run a thin layer of the glue all over the bit of the glass where you want the glitter to go. And once you've done that, you get your glitter and you just sprinkle it all over the glue that you have just put on your glass. Making sure you hit all those glue patches. You will need to do another layer of this. I think I might do 2 or 3 depending on how the glitter looks after it, but as long as you hit all the glue patches, you'll have a lovely coat of glitter at the end. And once you've put that first coat on, I hold the glass, give it a light tap just to shake off all the loose bits and check it just to see how thick the glitter is. You can just see the holly leaves through the glitter here, but that's okay. That will become more opaque as we add the layers of glitter over the top. And this layer of glue will take about 1 to 2 hours to dry. And once dry, we move on to the second layer, which is exactly the same process as the first. A thin coat of the glue with a shake of glitter over the top, making sure you hit all the glue patches. And then once done, we'll check it to see whether we need a third layer of the glitter. And after that second coat, I decided I didn't need a third coat. It was good and opaque. So what I need to do is tap off the excess to make sure I've got a good base to start with. And then I'm going to do a final coat of the glue on top of the glitter before we bake it in the oven. And the baking is to set the glitter and the glue to make sure that it can be washed. You don't have to bake them, you can leave them to dry naturally for 30 days. But I like to bake them, it just speeds up the process when I'm making a number of these. Before we bake the glass, we need to remove the masking tape. So we've got to remove the bottom bit around the stem and the rim around the top. I like to do this before the final top coat of Mod Podge is set, just so you don't have a firm and nasty harsh line to peel off. I find it comes off easier when it's still slightly tacky. And back in the oven they go, again at the same temperature, 70 degrees Celsius, and again for 1 hour. And there we have the final glass. I just love how these sparkle, that gold glitter sets off against the paint underneath beautifully. And as somebody drinks from the glass, they get that peekaboo effect of the holly leaves and the berries. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.